What's happening, people? So we're here to discuss the latest situation with Arsenal, what's been happening, and especially looking back at that very important victory we just picked up against Liverpool in the Premier League last weekend to cut the gap to 2 points on them. It was a must-win game, and the team delivered. Arteta got everything spot on tactically, set Arsenal up in a very secure, solid structure, especially with Jorginho and Rice alongside each other in the base of that midfield. It enabled us to really win back possession really effectively and really efficiently, and then recycle the ball and instigate our passing moves very quickly to keep Liverpool pushed back and to prevent them from really penetrating our midfield formation and exposing our defenders. We limited Liverpool to only one shot on target, which was very impressive, and I was also really taken by the performances of Jorginho and Rice, as I mentioned, in midfield, controlling things, and also Martin Odegaard. Thought his midfield performance was wonderful, people, and I really want to focus on the Arsenal captain as well, because I just feel sometimes the quality of his performances and the quality of his passing doesn't get always heard and recognised. People tend to focus on his work rate and his honesty and his attitude and application, but I just feel the quality of his passing, the weight of his passing, how he can thread the needle and play a progressive through ball in a crowded situation is very impressive. And I love the pass that he played through to Havertz, for Havertz to ultimately try and get the goal led to our first goal. He missed the shot, Saka converted the rebound, but I thought that was really symptomatic of the kind of performance that Odegaard was putting in terms of his creativity, his vision, the moment to pick the through ball. I thought he was very impressive. So I wanted to single Odegaard out because I know Jorginho and Rice got a lot of plaudits, and rightly so, but I wanted to put extra attention on Odegaard's performance, especially in light of the celebration conversation that resulted after the match, where pundits like Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville were a little bit, let's say, dim-viewed and stony-faced when it came to discussing Arsenal celebrations, and they weren't necessarily affording them the opportunity to just express themselves and be themselves in the moment and to enjoy that win. And I think that's another reason, people, why I wanted to highlight Odegaard's performance, because the moment when he took the photo with the photographer on the field, that became a symbol of the so-called over-celebrating that Arsenal were accused of, let's say. But from my point of view, people, I loved the celebrations. I thought they were really controlled, really contained, and they were actually quite understated. It was just a little bit of harmless enjoyment of the situation, and I think that's ultimately what they were doing. And I think it's wonderful in life when you have the opportunity to, as I guess professionals and idols as these footballers are to so many, for them to take the moment to just take a photo with a lifelong Arsenal supporter. I thought that was a really nice moment. So I just thought I'd also air that, people, and give my 2 cents in terms of the celebration discussion. But where does it leave us with the title race? And I'm keeping coy on this one, people. I don't want to necessarily extrapolate this into a conversation about the title. I want to keep the focus very much on the process and what Arsenal are doing week to week, how we're recovering, how we're strategizing for each match and moving through the challenges, because they are going to start coming thick and fast. And I think it's important that Arsenal just develop a way of going, a way of operating, and to just continue as we've been going. We had that little blip before the new year, or in the new year, with the losses to West Ham and Fulham. But I think we've shown that we have a little bit of resolve and resilience and an ability to just take those little setbacks on the chin, because I don't think they have derailed us. They were just little knocks, and we've shown a maturity in our response. And I think that we've just got to keep going as we've been going. And the West Ham test will be tricky. But I think Arsenal have got it in their locker to outmaneuver, outthink, outplay, outposition West Ham to hopefully pull them out of position and get an extra runner into the box and get enough goals to ultimately give ourselves a cushion and to then control the game. That's what I'm hoping to see, people. A couple of goals in the first half, and in that second half, just play in a contained, controlled way like we did against Liverpool. Maybe pick off a third or a fourth on the counter-attack. That's what I hope to see. Obviously, West Ham are a top side, or a very good side. They're 7th in the league, I believe, still in the Europa Conference League, so they're a good side. But Arsenal just need to keep up the pressure, people, and keep playing in this synchronised and flowing manner that we've been exhibiting this season. So, long may it continue, people. Let's roll on to this match against West Ham and we'll touch base at the end of it. All right, people. Peace. Love.